Hey there, traders. Welcome back to your daily trading and market recap, where we trade the E-mini futures. The levels you see on this chart of the SPY or the spiders will be our baseline for entering trades in the E-mini futures today during the open session. Check out the description below this video to learn more about the mission of this channel and some background on this trading strategy. My name is Sam. Today is Thursday, October 10, 2024. It is a few minutes after 8 a.m. Eastern as I'm making this pre-market video. There is nothing really unusual about today's levels. The light blue line at 577.07 can serve as the pivot or axis in which the market might tell us if it wants to continue to be bullish by staying above, or if the bears take over and push price down. We'll know that if they get below that area. Right now in the pre-market, price has dropped a little. You can see up here the spiders are at 576.87 as of right now. There is a data release at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, which could move the market somewhat. So where they open in an hour and a half or so could be different from where they are now. We'll come back to this chart after the closing bell to talk about what happened and analyze any trades taken as a result of these levels. Catch you on the other side. Well, it's after the closing bell. You'll notice that it's the next morning, Friday. I'm making this in a new location. You're probably going to hear some noises in the background. So what happened with the levels we had yesterday? I did mention that this level at 577.07 is kind of our pivot area, sort of an axis that if price stayed below, the bears are probably in control and could push price lower, or at least hang out below the level. And if they got above, then the bulls could probably drive price higher. And the first thing happened. The bears were in control most of the day. So how would you have traded these levels? Well, first of all, after giving the market about 15 minutes to settle in, 9:45, they were under this 575.40. Taking a short trade there, perfectly viable. To get a quick base hit, that's what I did. And looking for a bounce here at 574.50. I'll show you the recording of the trades in a minute, but just to let you know that I'm going to count 2 base hits just to be fair and consistent, although there were plenty of opportunities to pull more points out of the market today. Here are my trades. You'll notice it's 9:45 or so when I'm starting to make this recording, and I went ahead and waited till they got right back up to it, sold 4, took 3 off, intended to trail 1, and then I realized I kind of have a mistake. My stop limit trailing order was 4 contracts, so I corrected that before I got stopped out and messed the order up. Meanwhile, and so I know it looks a little sloppy. Meanwhile, I was looking to sell 3 here if I was short 1. That way I'd be long 1, but that never happened. So basically, I just got a little less than 4 points at that point on my 4 contracts because of kind of a little mistake on that trailer. But nonetheless, I'm not complaining. That was $700 something, $600. And then they went up to 577.07. I will point out here that when they got back down to 575.40, this is where it would have been possible for a recycle trade. You'll see me hover right there at 575.80. That's 40 cents in the SPY, the equivalent of 4 points in the minis, just to give it a few minutes to see if they would have enough strength to bounce. And had I taken the trade, would I have gotten a base hit? And just kind of gave up on that. And it turns out they did, as we know. So when they got to 577.07, I went short with 2 contracts, and you'll see that get entered automatically as soon as they hit the level there. And I could have just taken the 2 off, but I took 1 off. So I got half of that position in the bag when they came down to it here. If you saw, let me back up and show you. So I just change it to 1. So I'm buying back 1 contract. Going to trail the other one with like a 5-point trailer. You see that right there. But that's not when they fell. In a big way, they came up and stopped me out. So actually, would have been better off just taking a base hit of 4 points with my entire position. So that got stopped out. And I kind of kept an eye on things until around 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30 or so. I had head out and traveled the rest of the evening. And like I said, I'm in a new location. So I was never even at my computer when they came down finally into the lower level here. So that's what I've got for my trades. Over on the tracking logs, the playing by the rules log, 2 base hits. You can just read the notes here. Level 3 not triggered because of that near miss. Although they did hit it later, but counting 2 base hits, 8 ES points. And you can see the profit potentials. My trades really weren't all that impressive. Just kind of tried to multitask and do a lot of things in the morning so I can head out. So really, the net points were 4 1/4 with a couple, trades with different size contracts, different position sizes. So it was around $750 or so, kind of somewhere in the middle of here. That's what I have. So thanks for tuning in to today's trading recap. Hope you learned something. And I apologize for any background noise. There's kids in a hot tub outside my window. But for Friday morning, which is this morning, I already made the pre-market video. The levels have already been put out. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your day.